Hi, my name is Richard and I'm the CEO and founder of Locoia. Many customers ask us, what's the depth, quality, and breadth of your integrations? And the next 5 minutes, I want to tell you what exactly we have. Generally, we support full API coverage of all endpoints of APIs, in particular when you can page scrape API documents. We're simplifying complex API calls. That's a feature that we're currently developing called super actions that allows you, for example, HubSpot, you need to create a ticket and then associate that ticket to a company and a contact. And we're allowing a user to do that in just one steps and behind the scenes do 2 calls. BigQuery from Google has even 4 calls to do some things. We're wrapping that in just one interface for the user. We can also store values for later use in different flows. So we have an internal data storage that is accessible via SQL. Flow building can be done in an idempotent way, meaning if you are running a file upload of, let's say, 1,000 files, and there is internet connectivity issues after 979 files, we know exactly where the flow broke and was discontinued, and pick up that so that we just upload the remaining 3 files, which of course saves data quality and on the other hand, capacity. We do provide a multi-flow trigger that allows to work functionally like in regular programming. So you can build a flow once, like this little function, and then use that flow from many, many other flows that are just calling that. And the child flow can access the parent values, and the child flow also returns some values that then the parent flows can use as they continue. That can be launched synchronously or asynchronously, just like in regular programming. We do have connection request timeouts that are set at 300 seconds. For enterprise plans, we can consider increasing that. On timeouts and network errors, we do automatic retries for 429s, meaning the API tells us, hey, the rate plan doesn't allow more requests per minute or per second. Please wait a little. We're waiting automatically. User doesn't have to take care of that. And of course, once we have 500 or 502 or 404 errors, there's the automatic retry mechanisms for 500s, 502, and for 404s. You can, for example, go a different route in a flow. So there's nice logics to handle errors. In order to support larger file imports, you can run flows for several hours. Technically, in the enterprise plan, it's working up to 10 hours. Batching, as described before, works very nicely, and you can just build flows for batching. File sizes, we do support files up to 100 megabyte, and in some cases beyond. We have users using files up to 300 or 400 megabytes, but not all connectors and basically helpers support that. So it's not a clear yes or no answer. There's a little bit of investigation to do, but it's already larger than most other platforms. Generally, in terms of depth, 99% of use cases can be built like in regular programming with Locoia. And this was one of the core intentions, that we're going far beyond if this and that, or beyond some platforms that match maybe just contacts to contacts and some custom fields, that we really want to become a software that is used to replace regular programming. API coverage has been mentioned before. On top, we are offering wildcard actions that allow you to fully flexibly edit the request URL, body, and header for each of your requests. So you can also access endpoints that are not documented or run your own endpoints. Multi-flow triggering has been discussed before, and also the return values of multi-flow trigger, which makes it very nice to work with multiple flows together. And that is also nicely represented in debugging. We also can be used as a replacement for AWS Lambda serverless functions, where a flow is just built including return values via a webhook. So it can basically access like a AWS Lambda function. Generally, we allow flow building in a way that it's multi-tenant, meaning as an agency, you can build a flow once and run that same flow either via webhooks or on a scheduled basis for multiple of your clients. So you're building a very nice specialized reporting flow that gets data from Facebook you can use that same workflow easily with 10, 50, or 100 clients at the same time. That is one very special use case that we have for agencies and software companies.